Now look, let me say something about our family.
Given the accelerated timeline on which these vaccines are being developed, how confident are you that they'll be not just effective, but safe as well?
You know, we're all going to be looking at the data, but you know, a safe vaccine, I think, is very likely to come out of this R&D work.
The best epidemiologists and virologists have been warning us of a pandemic almost exactly like the one we're now struggling to conquer.
I'm joined today by Ted Danson.
There's a lot that's come before us, and there hopefully will be a lot that comes after us. And this time that you're here on the earth is not just about you. It's about your stewardship of what you've been given. And I think that's sunk in.
Secretary Clinton, it's so good to be back with you. I know that you were a great admirer of Justice Ginsburg.
One thing about Ruth Bader Ginsburg, she never lost sight of the impact that her decisions had on the people she represented as a lawyer or the people who were involved in the cases she adjudicated as a judge.
It's incredible what Bloomberg Green has done and what Mark Bloomberg has done in this area.
So, of course, next year we're planning to have Bloomberg Green, here in person rather than virtually. It's lovely having everyone here virtually, but what we really want to do is to welcome everyone here, show them what we're up to, and use our power to convene and cajole and entertain, I think, to give everyone a really interesting time and to produce some tangible results.
So I'm here with John Varvatos and Nick Jonas, and we're going to talk about their new tequila.
Yeah, Nick and I met probably 6 years ago at a dinner in New York. We found ourselves in these great places, having these great life experiences, and there would usually be a glass of tequila in our hands, and it was something we both shared a passion for and wanted to learn more about, and kind of threw it out, what if we started our own brand? I'll just say we're very passionate about this and couldn't be more excited to be talking about it today.
What's your take? Is this a sign of progress, or can two things be true at the same time?
It's not really up to the academy to make the change happen.
That has changed. The color of that body has literally changed. There are more women. There are more women of color. There are just people of color that are now voting.
You've seen some pretty interesting disparities between the Black community and the white community. Tell us what you know.
In my reporting, I found that Black Americans are actually more likely to hold cryptocurrencies than white Americans.
The younger population is certainly gravitating to it, I would say, the most.
There's a real mind shift that's also related to trust and reimagining what trust looks like in a decentralized world.
I'm Mark Miller. I'm the global editor of Bloomberg Live, and I am pleased to introduce Rebecca Hall to her directorial debut film called Passing. It will be coming out very shortly in theaters and then later on Netflix. Talk about what you encountered to get it actually made.
It was a very long and hard process. I mean, you're a first-time filmmaker. You're asking to make this in black and white in a 4:3 aspect ratio about a very controversial, hot topic. You've never done anything like this before. Why on earth would we trust that you could do it? And then the conversation changed slightly. I met Nina Yang Bon Jovi and Forrest Whitaker. So they were sort of the perfect partners, and they never said no to me about anything. They said, just keep going, just keep going. It's so important that we can see that this story about the emotional lives of two women of color can be central to the culture, can be upfront and accessible to millions, I think is incredibly important and wonderful.
Hello and welcome to Dreamforce. I'm Jason Bellin, and it is so wonderful to be here with you right now.
Meet Sophia, a busy high school senior who's managing a part-time job and taking care of her brother on top of her studies. Sophia begins researching local colleges and narrows in on her top choice school, Connected U. Fast forward, and Sophia is successfully admitted to Connected U.
Today, I'm going to show you how Sonos is succeeding from anywhere with Service Cloud. They use Service Cloud to empower their planners and agents from anywhere.
Across the world, sales teams are rapidly adjusting to the challenges of selling from home.
Overnight, we had to go completely online. So that included our campus visits, our visits out to high schools and community college.
I'm excited to be joined today by Tom Matthews and Robert Solomon.
So we think about the student in a comprehensive, holistic manner.
The platform allows us to take a high-touch, high-tech approach. I think that's an important goal for some of us as leaders to really focus on.
Hi there, I'm Jordan Klepper, writer, comedian, professional mullet, all business up top, not wearing any pants on the bottom. Today, we're going to dive into the world of working in a call center. It's a tough job. I spent hours chatting with call center agents. Sometimes it's booking flights. Sometimes it's a cry for help and cheaper than therapy. Shout out to Marge at Hasbro Corporate for getting me through my daddy issues. Thanks, Marge. But enough about me. We'll discuss the people who arrive at your home or business to help you in person. And no, not the ones who carry manila envelopes and ask for donations to a charity that doesn't have a website. Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me 14 times, now you've added undue strain on my marriage because I'm dangerously ignorant. Thanks for joining me at our once a month At Your Service series. I've missed you. You never call.
Welcome, everyone, to the Future of High Tech event. Hello and welcome. I'm Tiffany Bova. The Growth and Innovation Evangelist here at Salesforce. The role of the average sales rep has totally been disrupted. So with all of that happening in real time, how do we as sellers and sales leaders keep up?
The idea was if we get all countries to collaborate together, we could share the risk associated with the development of these new tools, vaccines.
Thank you, Dr. Aylward. The work of COVAX and the ACT-A Hub is absolutely critical.
The Vaccine Alliance procures vaccines in bulk for lower-income countries.
The combination of technology and cross-sector collaboration is so powerful.
Hope everybody's having a great time at Summit. Super excited about one of the coolest solutions that we have with Omni Studio. And that's saying a lot because Salesforce has a lot of cool stuff.
I'm Matt Isles, President and CEO of AHIP. Welcome, welcome, welcome. It's truly wonderful to see everyone. Can you believe it's been 4 years?
Welcome to our panel on the power of behavioral science to improve health outcomes for all.
Good morning, everyone. Thank you so much for joining me in the next 3 hours that I have planned for you. Just kidding.
Welcome to Cetera Shark Tank. Let's meet the sharks. Tom Gooley, Mike Rajunas, John Rothenberg, and Kim Holweger.
One of our number one challenges with trade review is getting accurate reporting to all the different OSJs.
Number one, I think the 100% equity is very appealing.
Hello, Sharks. I'm Sid, and I've got Scott here with me, and we've got an exciting idea we're presenting to you.
Hi, Sharks. I'm Patricia.
And I'm Kathy.
Welcome, admins.
All right, thanks, Avi.
I'm Tom Halloran, President of Cetera Wealth Partners.
I can tell you that having been in the cyber market, for the first time in history, CEOs are asking questions about cybersecurity. It's across the board as a company, all integrated into Tenable One and delivering enhanced analytics.
Hey, welcome to our sales team and our one-on-one conversation.
We are one Tenable.
The winners of the One Tenable embody that spirit of working together and winning together.
All right, Tenable, welcome to our first All Hands of 2022.
I'm Amit Yaran, Chairman and CEO of Tenable. I'm also the last guy cherishing his pandemic beard. Nobody likes this. Not my mom, not my kids, my coworkers. We're number one in market share, according to IDC, and number one in revenue.
We're so excited to welcome you to Rain Focus Insight 2021.
Let me be the first to welcome you to the 2021 International Oil Spill Conference. It is now my pleasure to introduce our keynote speaker for today, Mike Rowe. He's best known as the dirtiest man on TV.
What is it that dirty jobbers as a group know that many of the rest of us have forgotten? And what specifically do the oil spill response people know in that regard? So in 2008, for instance, I started getting phone calls. Headline news every day, more and more unemployment, 8, 9, 10, 11%. Buried in all those stats were 2.5 million good jobs that nobody seemed to want. And so I started to talk about the nature of essential work. I thought it would be fun to bring dirty jobs back and keep that conversation going. And by season 3, I broke 2 fingers, a toe, cracked a rib, and singed my eyelashes off in a blast furnace.
Thanks for joining us for this panel discussion on data-fueled transformation from the public sector.
Hi, Target team. So good to see you all today as we celebrate Day 2 of Fall National.
Hi, team. We've all been through a lot these last 18 months. And as leaders, it's our responsibility to not only take care of our team, but to take care of ourselves.
Hey, I'm still here. It was so cool to hear about some of the things on deck for 2022.
I've been told this week is an opportunity to open new doors and take old steps forward.
My name is Mark Aldridge, and I'm the General Manager for the Media and Entertainment business here at AWS. I'd like to introduce Gretchen Libby, who leads our visual compute team.
Gretchen Libby, I joined AWS 2 years ago after 24 years at Industrial Light and Magic, which is a division of Lucasfilm. John Landau is the Oscar-winning producer of Titanic and Avatar, as well as the upcoming Avatar: The Way of Water. David Conley is the executive VFX producer at Weta and actually worked on the second top-grossing film of all time, Avengers: Endgame. From AWS, Nina Walsh, and she has over 15 years of industry experience. David, can you give us a little bit of a history of Weta effects?
I joined the team about 9 years ago, but 30 years ago, Peter Jackson decided to create Weta effects in order to service the creation of Lord of the Rings.
John, I had the pleasure of working with you on Avatar 1. What is it about Weta effects that makes you trust them so much as a partner?
They deliver. Their focus is not on the tech. Their focus is on telling the narrative story, of putting emotional and engaging characters up there on the screen. We have 5, 10, 12 characters with hundreds of background extras that needed to be generated and rendered. Weta will have, I think they said they average 500 iterations. All of those need to be rendered. We outgrew the power grid in Miramar. So we're very thankful for AWS and being able to lend its hand at really contributing to getting this movie made.